start by talking about our learning target today. Our learning target that we're still working on is I can tell how much time passes between 2 times. So that's our elapsed time. We're telling how much time passes, okay? So does anybody remember our strategy that we've been using to kind of help us figure out how much time passes?
Number line?
Yeah, we've been using a number line to help us kind of figure out how much time passes between 2 times. So I'm going to read the word problem out loud, and I want you to circle anything in the word problem that you think might be important that we're going to need to know. Okay? So the first problem, if you could put your finger there on number 1, so I know you're ready to follow along. Okay? Number 1 says, Jenna begins her morning jog at 4:05 a.m. She jogs for 45 minutes. What time is Jenna done jogging? So what are the important things in that problem that you think we need to circle or underline? So underneath, I would set up my number line. Okay, and we always start with our beginning time. What time does she begin her jog, Terry? 4:05 a.m. So that's what we're going to put at the beginning of our timeline. And then how long does she jog?
45 minutes.
For 45 minutes. So we can either just add 45 minutes onto our time, or we could break up the 45 and add parts of it. Which do you feel like would be a better strategy for you?
Break it up.
Okay, so we could break it up. How would we break up 45?
You could do 40 minutes.
So we could add the 40 minutes and 5 minutes. Okay? Which do you want to add first? We're starting with our time 4:05. Do you want to add the 40 first or the 5? Carly, what do you think?
I think we should add the 5 because it for the 40 you could just like add the 10 plus the 40.
Okay, yeah, because we have a 5, right? And is it easy to kind of add 5s with other 5s? Yeah, so let's do that. Let's move down our timeline. We're going to draw a little arrow, and underneath it we're going to write 5 minutes, so we know that that's how long we're moving. If my time starts at 4:05 a.m. and I'm adding 5 minutes, what will my time be 5 minutes later? 4:10. And how did you get that, Terry?
Because 5 and 5 is 10.
Good, because you added. And is it a.m. or p.m.?
A.m.
a.m. Good. Okay. Now we've added our 5 minutes. What do we need to add now?
The 40.
Okay, we still need to add the 40. So I'm going to draw another arrow down our timeline, and I'm going to write 40 minutes. Good. So if my time now is 4:10, which you told me it was 4:10, right? There you go. So our time is 4:10. What would be 40 minutes after 4:10? What would be 40 minutes later?
450.
4:50. How did you get that?
Because I added 10 plus 40 equals 50.
Excellent. So you did 40 plus 10 is 50. Our time would be 4:50. And is it a.m. or p.m.?
A.m.
Still a.m. So let's go back and revisit our question and see if we answered our question. It says, Jenna begins her morning jog at 4:05 a.m. She jogs for 45 minutes. What time is she done jogging? So what time would she be finished jogging?
450.
4:50. We found that out. And remember, number 3 with you and get it set up, but then I'm going to let you try to work on your own to finish number 3, okay? So let's read it together. Circle the things that you think are important. Okay? And I want you to think about, so here you've listed that she would finish working at 4 o'clock a.m. But let's think about that. Let's look at our timeline ruler. Okay, so if she starts working at 8 a.m., and then we move 8 hours, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Is she going to finish at 4 a.m.?
Mm-mm.
It's going to be what?
4 p.m.
Good. You moved from 8 to 9, and that's 1 hour. 9 to 10, and that's another hour. Then when we move to 10, our next hour should be, so this should be our 11 o'clock hour. Yeah. You see that? Okay, and then after 11 should be 12. Good. And is it going to be 12 a.m. or p.m.?
p.m.
Mm-hmm. You got it. And now it's 12 noon. Okay, so how many hours have we moved already? 4. So let's see if maybe we can kind of chunk some of those hours together. So instead of moving 1 hour at a time, do you think we can count multiple hours at a time? How many hours do you want to try to move?
4.
Let's try moving 4 because 4 plus 4 is going to give our total of 8, right? So go ahead and draw that. How do we figure that out? But it wouldn't be 8, it would be just 4 more hours. You got it. So how can we count from 12 p.m.? How do we count 4 more hours?
4, so it would be 4 o'clock.
Yeah, how did you get that?
Because you start back at the
So you would go 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock. You've got it. Okay. I can tell how much time passes between 2 times. Were we able to tell how much time passed between the times they gave us in our word problems today?
Mm-hmm.
And what strategy did we use to meet our learning target?
We used a number line, and I just did the counting quick here.
Yeah, we used our number line and we counted our minutes and our hours that passed between those 2 times. Excellent.